This right here, this is a Kratky hydroponic setup. We're gonna be using it to grow hydroponic beans. These beans will then, once they're too big, be transferred into the soil where they can grow without restriction. This setup, as you can see, instead of using net cups, uses cups that have been netted, that have been cut with holes, so that we allow the water to enter through the cups while holding the seedling in place. Unfortunately, we don't have rock wool, and we will find out what substitute to use for the rock wool. But for now, this is our Kratky setup. And believe me, this baby is going to grow so many beans. As of now, what we are doing is we are doing the Indian sprouting method, where we put the bean in between some cloth. Then, well, incidentally, the Spanish also use this. Then, we fold it, and we soak it with water. I'm actually going to use a spray because I don't want there too much water, right? So use a spray. Put it in here. Just going to do one at a time because I want to be able to take this out. If there are too many sprouting beans, you can't just take it out and put it in the Kratky setup in order to sprout these beans and later plant them. Alright, so the next one, we're keeping this, we have this, water. We can use normal tap water. Alright, with the next one, we're going to go out back and get some soil.
Okay.
We're going to use fertile soil, and we're going to use not that fertile soil. Let's go. What we're doing is, instead of using it purely hydroponically, what we're doing we're doing it as a mixed system, where the roots first grow in the soil because soil has good water holding qualities, and the next thing is that the roots are going to grow out of the water. And once the roots are out into the water, they're going to grow out of the soil into the water. And that's going to be a hydroponic system because plants get their nutrients from the tip of the roots. So once the tip of the roots are in the water, it should be fully hydroponic. This will also allow for air to be absorbed by the plant that isn't just in the water. For the roots to grow, it's going to sprout. Then we're going to move from hydroponics to soil because we don't have big enough containers for hydroponic beans. Maybe in the future we could get big enough containers for the hydroponic beans. This is going to be the fertile soil test sample. Put it here. It's going to bring a few bugs into the house. It did last time, but it's fine. It's worth it because we're growing beans for the apocalypse. Then the next thing we're going to do, there's a leaf there, we don't want that. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to get less fertile soil, because beans fix nitrogen out of the air. And that gives them the power to be in less fertile soils. Of course, they still need somewhat fertile soils. Oh, there's a bean right there. Let's cover it up. This is the where exactly do we go? As of now, we are expanding the bean farm so that when global warming strikes, we can grow more beans. We have made many sprouted beans, as you can see on that towel right there, or tissue paper, which we are going to need to plant. Those are very healthy beans. They're the ones that the Indian method brought us. Very useful. Indo-Aryan.
Indo-Aryan.
This is the best bean we've had. It was grown in isolation in a paper towel that was soaked with water. I am assuming that because it was in isolation and the paper towel was in direct contact with there's a wasp near your head. And it was directly connected to the paper towel in all 4 directions, or in all 6 directions, depending on if you're in a 3-dimensional universe or 2-dimensional universe. That's a bee, it's fine. This grew the best. It's day 3. Or day 4? Is it day 4 or day 3? It's day 4. In about 90 days time, we may have beans.
98? I don't think so.
How long?
I would say like 20 days.
20? No. That's
I would say 20 days.
in 20
I'm
days
here.
they're gonna grow up. But it's not gonna. We're not gonna have beans. We're gonna have bean plants, but not beans.
Days are a construct of modern society.
That's true.
That's a fact.
I see.
I count sun cycles.
We, in the future, are gonna need to use rainwater in
I am
order
a man
to
of the
sustain
future
ourselves.
because I am brown.
You're not brown. You just
And that is a sad
I am
fact.
brown now.
you're tan.
We're gonna have to grow our
I
own
am brown
food
now.
because the agricultural industries are gonna be able to supplant us with enough food. It's a failure. The beans, they smell like crap because they rotted in the bootleg hydroponic system. I tried to pick them up, but the roots just fell off because they can't grow and they smell rotten. The water's yellow, very viscous. Rest assured, you cannot grow beans in a very crappy homemade hydroponic crafty system. It just won't work. You're gonna need to try rock wool instead. Without rock wool, you can't. Oh God. The water's yellow. You can't grow the beans. Is he gonna make it?
I don't know.
It's not too bad.
Its life looks so.
It's like barely hanging in there.
Oh yeah, I can see the
Right?
hut over there.
Ah!
Oh shit!
Yeah, no, you don't. Yeah. No, mountain.
Oh wow! Look, the leaves.
Is it weed?
No. It's beans. The leaves when it's nighttime, the leaves go down, and when it's daytime, the leaves point up like that. That's cool. There really isn't much to see, my friend.
Aren't
It's
there
really
some that
dark.
have grown yet?
Yeah, we have these ones, right? Don't touch them.
I know.
You just touched them. I told you not to touch them, and you said I know, and then you touched them.
It's all good. Don't worry about it.
This way, we have the other beans, but these ones are being ravaged by insects. This one is the best doing one. This one's also growing beans.
You know what?
Whoa!
Sorry,
last
I
time
didn't
you
step
came
on it.
here.
I didn't step on
Last time, yes, you just did.
it. No, I did. That's beans.
They're not mature enough to actually harvest.
Oh,
but, like,
beans.
yeah, they're not mature enough to harvest. You know they have to dry, right?
Yeah.
They're too soft. These are green beans right now.
I don't know if you know this.
Yeah.
It's a bit young. Usually we harvest them once every 2 years if they're young.
Stop recording.